Hello and welcome to the Wordy Quest. Today, S story is a critical lesson for anyone who believes that their dreams are stuck because they simply don't have enough money, enough time, or enough connections. If you find yourself saying, "I'll start when I have X," then this is the lesson you need to hear, because we are going to expose the mindset shift that builds empires. This isn't just a story. It's the blueprint that separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck, blaming their lack of resources. Stay with us until the end to discover the truth about your own potential. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more life-changing stories. Once upon a time, in a busy capital city, there lived a young man named Elias. Elias was an aspiring architect. He had a brilliant mind and a passion for design, but his portfolio was thin and his bank account was empty. All day he would sit in his cramped apartment, sketching magnificent structures he couldn't build. Whenever a new opportunity arose, a small park bench design, a simple storefront renovation, Elias would apply, but he would always come back frustrated, complaining to anyone who would listen. "The problem," he'd sigh, "is always the same. I don't have the sophisticated software. I don't have the expensive materials. I don't have the high-profile contacts. How can I build an empire when I don't even have the bricks?" His mind was constantly focused on the gap between what he needed and what he currently possessed. This mindset, this unwavering focus on lack, was the true foundation of his repeated failures. One day, an opportunity came to study under Master Lin, a legendary architect, famous not for the height of his buildings, but for the profound wisdom embedded in their design. Elias, desperate for a change, eagerly traveled to the master's remote workshop, hoping to gain access to secret tools or a wealthy benefactor. When he arrived, Master Lin, an old man with kind eyes and hands calloused from years of work, did not quiz him on design theory. Instead, he gave Elias one surprisingly simple task. He said, "Elias, I want you to go into my yard and build a simple, perfect wall. It must be solid, straight, and beautiful. When you are done, come show me." Elias went to the yard, excited. He looked at the neatly stacked pile of bricks ready to begin, but his excitement quickly evaporated. He realized that the pile contained only half the bricks necessary to complete the standard-sized wall he had mentally planned. Furthermore, the few materials he did have were rough and uneven, not the polished, expensive stones he longed for. He stormed back to Master Lin, throwing his hands up in frustration. "Master, this is impossible. You ask for a perfect wall, but you've only given me half the bricks. The few I have are substandard. I cannot possibly succeed. It's a waste of my time to even try when the resources are not adequate." Master Lin didn't get angry. He simply smiled gently and gave Elias the mentor's twist, the pivotal moment that changes the course of the entire story. He said, "Elias, the perfect wall is not built by the number of bricks you have, but by what you believe you can build with the bricks you do have." The master paused, letting the silence hang. The true failure is not a lack of material. The failure is in a faulty blueprint. Your mindset, your expectation of lack, is the faulty blueprint guiding your hands. Look again at the bricks, not for what is missing, but for what is possible. Elias slowly walked back to the yard, the master's words echoing in his restless mind. He sat down and stared at the pile of half bricks. He realized he had approached the task with an attitude of defeat, instantly limiting his imagination to a conventional design. But what if the wall didn't have to be a straight rectangle? What if the rough, uneven texture of the bricks, which he had initially dismissed as a flaw, could become a design feature? This moment was the catalyst for his transformation. Elias stopped focusing on the missing bricks and started focusing on the available space. He changed his mental blueprint. He decided to design a unique curved lower wall with strategic openings, utilizing the rough textures to create a beautiful mosaic pattern that celebrated rather than hid the imperfections. The design demanded resourcefulness, creativity, and a level of detail that a simple rectangular wall never would have required. He worked tirelessly, fueled not by frustration, but by the challenge of creation within limits. When he finally presented his finished, unique, and artistically beautiful wall to Master Lin, the master simply nodded, his eyes glowing with approval. "It is perfect," he said. "You built an exceptional wall precisely because you did not have enough bricks. You had to use your mind, not your resources, to find the solution. You realize that mindset is the true foundation. The material is merely the decoration." Elias had found the secret to building his empire. He learned that the only lack that truly matters is a lack of vision, a lack of belief in what can be accomplished with the current circumstance. He returned to the city and began applying this blueprint mindset to every project. He stopped complaining about his lack of professional software and instead mastered open source, free tools. He stopped waiting for high-profile contacts and started redesigning simple neighborhood spaces, a garden, a broken fence, turning small, overlooked projects into beautiful, visible examples of his creativity. Slowly, people noticed. They didn't see a lack of resources, they saw an abundance of ingenuity. The lesson here is simple but life-altering. The resources you possess will only ever be a reflection of the mindset you hold. If your mindset is one of lack, you will only see obstacles and excuses. If your mindset is one of resourcefulness, you will see opportunities, creativity, and unconventional solutions in every limited scenario. The great successes of history weren't built by people who waited for the perfect moment with perfect resources. They were built by people who took the half pile of bricks they were given and designed an empire. If you are currently facing a perceived lack in your life, lack of time, lack of money, lack of support, remember Elias, stop blaming your resources. Start redesigning your blueprint. The power to shift your reality lies not in the size of your pile, but in the clarity of your vision. We hope this story inspires you to stop waiting and start building today. If this lesson helped you, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the Wordy Quest for more inspiring stories that challenge your perspective. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.